All right, what is up, you guys? Hope everyone is doing well on this amazing Friday morning. Today, going to be going over the one trade I took. A plus, bread and butter, beautiful setup this morning, on and off in less than 15 minutes. That's what trading's fucking about. So, gonna go over the trade, why I took it, why I wanted to see price move where it did, and yeah, let's go over it. So, well, so we're up 3K on the day, a little more than 3K on the day, a little more than 3K on the day, up 670 across the 5 accounts. Definitely could have been a little bit more, but I'll get into that later. So, at market open, I had a fundamental bearish bias because on the high time frames, like we're still disrespecting bearish PD arrays. Respecting bearish PD arrays, disrespecting bullish PD arrays. But when I stepped on the charts, I obviously wanted to see previous day low get taken after yesterday's move. And that's what happened around, I believe it was like 8 a.m. So at this point, I'm looking at the high time frame, and there's just not much else that we can go to. It obviously could be realistic for us to dump another 1%, but we had an SMT at this daily low because ES had yet to take it. So that gives me a high time frame SMT, which is one of my very strong confluences. Additionally, I also noticed that we had an hourly fair value gap. We had two hourly fair value gaps above. So we had this fair value gap here, and then this fair value gap here, as well as a 30-minute, as well as a 4-hour devil's mark. So that's the 10 a.m. candle just closed, but this hourly candle, the 6 a.m. candle, was the start of the 4-hour candle. So the devil's mark is a super strong draw on liquidity because it's very unlikely that the candle is going to close without a wick, especially just the way markets move. And so look at that. We closed the 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. 4-hour candle filling the devil's mark wick. So before that, let's come back into open here. Market opens, and I'm looking to see two things. I want to take shorts down to this internal low if we manipulate higher to the relative equal lows as well as the hourly fair value gap, or we could see a manipulation lower to the sell side, which I was preferring just because these targets up here are so A+. We have this 30-minute relative equal lows, hourly unfilled, relative equal highs, hourly, now relative equal highs. Just super A+ targets. And I want to see the Judas swing lower, so essentially faking out all the sellers with people thinking that we're just going to go lower, big volume at the open to short it, down to all-time lows, Jewish fake out to the hourly relative equal highs. And that is exactly what happened. So price came up, took out this internal high, sold off. There was a 5-minute inverse play here, but this is pre-market. Probably would have gotten, I think I probably wouldn't have gotten stopped out actually because there was an SMT at this high. So just something good to make note for the future. But then price sold off to the internal low. I was looking to see if we could get SMT at this internal low with ES, because if I'm going to be bullish, like that still is valid market maker buy model if price wanted to respect that when we got the SMT. But if I'm going to be bullish, like this low here is realistically the lowest I want to see price go. So price did exactly that, super clean manipulation lower. At this point, I'm just like, all right, let's see if we open up the fair value gap. High time frame SMT still intact. So this move lower confirms, if this is the true manipulation, that the high time frame SMT is going to hold, at least for our retracement. Open up this 1-minute fair value gap, and we get an absolute death candle, bullish death candle, flying eagle candle through this fair value gap. And so in my model, I normally do take the highest time frame fair value gap. It's normally just the highest conviction, and it'll allow price another opportunity to bounce if that's what's going to happen. In this case, with the 930 Judas, from what I back tested and from the people I've learned my model from, it's normally in best practice to take the I guess, the strongest inversion or like the most obvious inversion on the 930 Judas. Now, I'm not a master of the first presented fair value gap stuff that ICT teaches, but simply just seeing this candle in real time, like putting all the pieces together, this is a 3 drive as well, 1, 2, 3, high time frame SMT, inverse fair value gap, most obvious targets of all time, low resistance liquidity. I mean, seeing this in real time, I was like, all right, I'm going to have to be an idiot not to take this. And so I took it on MNQ. I believe it was 3 contracts. In hindsight, I'm a little bit upset about this because this candle moved so fast. I was like still fiddling around with like my limits. But I'll get out of this and show my executions. This candle moved so fast, and like this first moment here that like it made me go in for one contract less. So I was only in for 3 contracts, unfortunately. I would have liked to make closer to 1K with the consistency rule. And I like this consistency rule, it's a little bit annoying because like if I'm normally I would take this on NQ, like high conviction, buffer on the accounts, and I would have printed, I mean, like 2.5K. So a little bit unfortunate, but it's just the way I'm going to have to play the game on these accounts. I'd rather take the base hits than have like a massive trade and just kind of be stuck mentally with the capital inside the account that I can't really touch until I get the 35% consistency rule. So that's how Tradeify works. I mean, I need 35% on like one singular trade can't be worth more than 35% of the total profit on the account. So I went in for 3 here. I cut the first one at the hourly, and then I want to hold another to the 30-minute. Obviously could have left more runners to like the devil's mark, but I'm not a massive fan of holding partials because I'd rather just take the profit where it is. And so this candle looks a little bit deceiving. I trailed my stop to this low after we took the hourly. We didn't take it, but then we opened up a 5-minute. So I was like, all right, it's probably likely we're going to take it. We also re-souped this high. At this point, I was like, and this candle was bearish, but I mean, I did cut this early. So that was like the one flaw I made today. I mean, we're really just respecting this breaker, or sorry, this order block. But yeah, beautiful day. This is absolutely textbook, exactly what I wanted to see. I was open to playing either side of the curve today because we obviously could go lower with ES having the proof stay low as, I guess, the main draw. We'll see what we want to do the rest of the session. But, I mean, I hopped on the charts, 9:15, off at 9:45. After this, slapped my laptop closed, and got on with my day. And, I mean, these are the days that really show why trading is the best career of all time. Like, seriously, how else are you making this type of money in that amount of time with a level of conviction and passion? You know, like, I just don't understand how it's not the greatest career of all time. So normally I would be off at 10:30 on a Friday. I would I normally eat after this class I have on Friday around like 11 or 12. But today, like, I just spun back to my apartment. I'm going to make some breakfast and just get on with my day. And so great way to end the week. Really, really happy with how I performed this week. Great start to these new accounts. Had good habits all week. And yeah, I mean, that's going to be it. Hopefully this price action can continue into next week and we just don't rip to all-time highs after inversing this hourly. I expect what I had written in my my pre-market plan was after we inverse this hourly, I want to see us take London highs. So I'm expecting expansion higher to the 4-hour as well as London Asia highs because they are unprotected. Like, they didn't trade into a high time frame key PDRA. But yeah, man, that's going to be it. One trade, one W, great habits. Great way to end the week. Let's carry this momentum into next week. I think the government shutdown is over, so we're going to be getting news now. And yeah, that's it. I got Islam Makhachev also tomorrow night. Yeah. See ya.